It was Saturday evening when 5 friends, Maya, Kabir, Ria, Arav, and little Tanish, decided to check out the brand new shopping mall. Everything glittered: glass walls, neon signs, and elevators that slid up and down as smooth as magic. "Top floor gaming zone!" Arav grinned, pressing the button for 10. The elevator climbed steadily. 3, 4, 5, then ding! It stopped. The display flickered once, twice, then froze. 13. The friends stared at each other. Everyone knew the mall didn't have a 13th floor. The architect had skipped it on purpose. The doors opened to a dusty corridor. The walls were cracked, dim lights buzzed, and shadows crawled across the ceiling. "This isn't right," whispered Ria. Before anyone could react, the doors slammed shut, trapping them outside. The elevator vanished. As they moved forward, the air turned colder. Portraits lined the walls, faces staring with eyes too alive. From somewhere ahead came a faint tap, like footsteps echoing in an empty hall. "Okay," Maya forced a shaky laugh. "This feels like we've stepped into a horror movie. If you want to see how we get out, stick with us. Subscribe now so you don't miss the rest of this nightmare." They walked on until they reached a strange door labeled 13B. Inside, the room was empty except for a tall, cracked mirror. But the mirror didn't reflect them. It reflected the elevator. And inside it stood a tall shadow, watching. The shadow raised its hand, and suddenly, the tapping footsteps thundered down the hallway toward them. The portraits whispered their names. Tanish clutched Maya's arm, trembling. "Look!" Maya pointed. The shadow in the mirror pressed the emergency button 3 times. Kabir did the same. The mirror rippled, and the elevator reappeared at the end of the hall. They bolted toward it, but the hallway seemed to stretch, becoming longer and longer, as if the building itself didn't want to let them go. The shadow raced along the walls beside them, keeping pace. "Don't stop!" Arav shouted. Breathless, they threw themselves into the elevator. The doors began to close, just as the shadow's hand reached through the crack. Lights flickered wildly, numbers spinning. 12, 14, 3, 9. Like the elevator was losing its mind. If this has your heart racing, imagine what happens if the shadow gets in. Smash that like button and share this with your friends. You'll want company for the rest of this ride. The elevator finally dinged at 10. The doors opened to bright lights, laughter, and music. People walked past, unaware. Everything looked perfectly normal. The 5 friends stumbled out, gasping for air. "We are never talking about this," Maya whispered. But behind them, the elevator's display glowed 13. Slowly, the doors opened again. Inside, there was no one, only the endless hallway waiting, and the shadow standing silently at the far end. A cold shiver ran down their spines. Maybe the 13th floor wasn't part of the mall. Maybe it was something else entirely. If that twist gave you goosebumps, just wait till the next mystery. Hit subscribe, and don't forget to share this story with your bravest friends, because the scariest secrets are the ones still waiting to be told.